Let's look at a big time woke short circuit. Right wing author Bethany Mandel, who actually wrote a book about wokeness, was asked, "What is woke?" And she visibly short circuits. The interviewer is Brianna Joy Gray, who recently attacked me, but yet I am still praising her for asking this basic question because it is a question that should be asked. It's almost, quite frankly, it's one of these things where it's like, who's the president right now? We use it as a sanity check for a lot of right wingers. What do you mean by woke? It's such an some are calling it a gotcha, but it's not a gotcha in that it's so obvious. And if you're going to talk about wokeism and if you're going to attack wokeism and talk about all of the reasons why wokeism is bad, you should be prepared to explain what it is. And here is Bethany Mandel asked about her book, Stolen Youth, how radicals are erasing innocence and indoctrinating a generation. Sounds very scary. And it's scary because of woke. What is woke? Well, let's see if she can explain it. You might be surprised by what she does, or maybe better said, doesn't say.
Far left. Only 7% of Americans consider themselves very liberal, and probably fewer of them consider themselves to be woke. And so, when we talk about traditional
right... What does that mean to you? Would you mind defining woke? Because it's come up a couple times, and I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
So, woke is sort of the idea that this is going to be one of those moments that goes viral. Woke.
Yes, but for a different reason than she thinks.
Is something that's very hard to define, and we've spent an entire chapter defining it.
Okay.
It is sort of...
Guys, you've got to read a whole chapter to understand what it is.
The understanding that we need to totally reimagine and redo society in order to create hierarchies of oppression.
What? To create hierarchies of oppression? What are you talking about, Bethany?
Sorry, it's hard to explain in a 15-second soundbite.
Yeah, look, time.
It's one of those things that everybody is weighing in.
Okay, so this other dude basically saves her. This is really, really wild. That is a short circuiting like I have never seen in a very long time in this sort of context. So a couple different things. Anybody can lose their train of thought. Truly, this isn't about, if somebody said to you, hey, when you say an apple, what exactly do you mean? And you might stumble because it might be like, well, I mean a round fruit that's green. Oh, like a lime? Well, no, it's a round fruit from an apple tree. But you can't say from an apple tree to define it. Like you could have difficulty with definitions in this way, and you can also lose your train of thought. But the critical part when it comes to woke is, as I've been explaining to you for a long time, it used to mean one thing. Its meaning was perverted by the right, but many of those who attack wokeism don't actually understand what it is. And that mushmouth confetti word salad, whatever it was, doesn't get us any closer. So let me make it like abundantly clear to people what we're talking about. The original meaning of woke before Republicans perverted it, and we've done a segment on this, but it should be included here. What it first meant before being perverted by the right, the term woke simply meant, I've become aware of causes of social justice that I can support through activism. That's all it means. Oh, I learned about the fact that public transit can be used in a discriminatory way. I've become woke to that. Now I understand that that's an issue. Maybe I want to do something about it. That's what woke initially meant. We might challenge a status quo, or we might fight some kind of oppression, and it's all to create a better world. That's what it meant. Okay, now, Republicans, when they say woke, it's a shorthand for any idea or policy I don't like that's on the left. Okay, that's one version of it. Or also, it's a sort of conversation stopper, the same way that sometimes people say that's offensive. Oh, but that's woke nonsense. That's fundamentally what it is. Now, where Bethany Mandel gets into a problem here is that she wants to define it as the horrible negative thing that the right wants to make wokeness out to be, and her physical struggle, I mean, she's having a physical struggle to actually spit it out, comes from the fact that it's not what they claim it to be. What the right wants to claim wokeness to be is some kind of unfair, non-evidence-based, capricious, far left, socialistic or communistic attempt to completely restructure the fundamentals of society in some kind of outrageous Marxist worldview, you know, some combination of that. And it sounds crazy when you say it. And so Bethany Mandel is right. It's hard to distill her entire insane chapter about woke into a 15-second soundbite, but it's hard because their view of what wokeness is a fantasyland imaginary piece of nonsense. So super interesting. And I know, you know, the framing is, oh, everybody's going to make fun of her because she stumbled. No, the stumbling on this particular issue is representative of the way that the right has perverted wokeness, but also doesn't even really explain that perversion in an even remotely coherent way. That's what we saw here. And it is absolutely fascinating to see. And remember, check out my segment, two important segments on this. Number one, the Bill Maher segment where he's asked to define woke. And number two, my segment, they don't even know what woke means. Those two segments combined with this one tell us 80 to 90% of what we need to know about the right's use of this term. I like wine, but I know very little about it, and I am completely clueless when I go to a wine shop. I just don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking at. I couldn't tell you anything about varietals or if there's hints of persimmon or any of it. And so if you're like me, wishing you had a seasoned expert by your side when you're choosing wine, Crunchy Red Fruit is the answer. Crunchy Red Fruit delivers choice, handcrafted, small production wines right to your door. Every bottle is handpicked by owner and master sommelier Jackson Rohrbaugh in Seattle and comes with food pairing suggestions. We've been chatting with Jackson. His curating puts an emphasis on organic, low intervention wines without artificial yeasts or chemicals. Crunchy Red Fruit sources from small scale, sustainable vineyards and only wines that are true to their location and grape. Crunchy Red Fruit's bi-monthly wine club is called The Circle. Every 2 months, you'll get 3 or 6 bottles to enjoy with videos to help you appreciate what you're drinking. Go to crunchyredfruit.com. Use the code PACMAN for $20 off a single purchase, or if you join their bi-monthly wine club, send a message to circle@crunchyredfruit.com after you sign up, and they'll take $20 off your first shipment. The link is down below.